Okay, so we've covered writing and research. Before we round this out, I just wanted to go through a few tips for streamlining the rest of the AMP writing process. I think that your speed for the other modules, from the podcast all the way through to the video, is tied to how you write the first two. If you can nail the right pace in your PR and blog, you won't need to do much editing at all later on. So let's dive in. Writing out all your headlines first is a tip that Radu gave in a training session a while back, and it's a really good one. I used to just write my headlines as I went through the AMP, but this is a much better way of doing it because you can see how all your keywords stack up. So yeah, keep your writing simple. That's another key thing. Keeping your writing simple is important for a couple of reasons. Firstly, the average reading age online is 12 to 14 years old. So yeah, just let that sink in for a second. 12 to 14 years old. There's a reason why tabloid newspapers sell the most and why the most successful websites have an easy to read writing style. A couple of tips for maximizing readability. Try to keep each sentence under 25 words in length and try not to write paragraphs over 50 words or so. Think back to that F-shaped diagram we looked at earlier. Sticking to a streamlined, kind of more scannable writing style makes you more likely to hook and keep your reader, but it also makes your life easier when you're editing the later modules. In particular, you'll find that your slideshow module populates with content that doesn't require as much editing, and your video slides won't need as much work either, which is pretty handy. If you want to see the reading level of your writing, you can paste your work into the Hemingway app online, and you'll see how it's pretty hard to get down to the kind of target reading age of online content, but don't stress out too much about it. Any difficult sentences will get highlighted and you can see some of the more problematic areas. But as I say, you shouldn't kill yourself trying to make your writing overly simple. Just keep it in mind. It's a useful thing to think about every now and then. Remember, everything here flows together in one magical circle of writing goodness. Structure informs your content shows you what to research, and it should all be easy to read, which brings us, of course, back again to structure. Okay, I hope you found this all useful, and again, any questions, just shout.